Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Book and Banter Society. And the last time we were together, we were in 1972. So now we're going to jump 10 years to 1982, and I'm going to talk about John Carpenter's The Thing, rated R with a running time of 1 hour and 49 minutes.
Okay, it is disclaimer time. This is where I say the views expressed in reference to this movie review are my opinions and my opinions alone. I am not a professional movie reviewer. And also keep in mind this movie is a little over 40 years old or about 40 years old. So there may be some elements in this movie that may trigger you. So you have been warned. All right, you guys, with that out the way, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, before I talk about the movie itself, let me give you guys a little history. In 1938, John W. Campbell wrote a novella called Who Goes There? In 1951, it was turned into a feature film called The Thing from Another Planet. Now we're going to jump 30 years to 1981, and Bill Lancaster, the son of the famous actor Burt Lancaster, wrote a screenplay based on the original idea. Now, the thing went through a lot of changes, different directors and writers, and each one had a different idea on how to approach the story. Eventually, John Carpenter was picked as the director, and he had recent success in 1981 with the movie Escape from New York, starring Kurt Russell. Actually, that is an excellent film. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Filming began for The Thing in August of 1981 and lasted for about 3 months. Filming locations consisted of British Columbia, Alaska, and Universal Studios Hollywood, where the set was kept at 28 degrees. Yikes. Okay, so The Thing comes out, it's released, and it is a failure. It's a flop. Why? Well, three reasons. The first reason, E.T. Yes, that movie was released about 2 weeks before The Thing. And as you know, that movie is now a classic. And it was kind of like a feel good family movie. You know, an alien visiting kids. You know, everybody's happy about that. So that's one of the reasons why the movie flopped. It's like, well, do I want to see E.T., a feel good movie with my children, or do I want to see the rated R movie, The Thing? Number two, special effects. Some critics actually thought the special effects were too gross. It's like, oh, it's too disgusting. It's like, seriously? So some critics were turned off by the movie. The third reason, the economy. So when you factor in these three things, yep, unfortunately, the movie was a flop.
And actually, the movie did so bad, John Carpenter got fired from Universal Studios. So you have to understand at the time, there was a contract in place for him to do several films with Universal Studios. Universal Studios is like, hey, you know what? We'll just buy you out. Bye bye. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? Wow. However, just like a lot of other movies, decades pass by and the media and the public all of a sudden gets a revelation and they say, you know what? This is an excellent film. And in this particular case, they are right. So let's sit back, you guys. You got your blanket? Because it's going to get cold. So let's dive into the thing. The movie opens with this beautiful looking scene of a sled dog. This sled dog is literally running for its life because, as you can see, a helicopter is following him. And the sled dog is running right towards the United States National Science Institute station. So a couple of the guys come outside to try to figure out what the hell is going on. Because remember, this is Antarctica, no one is there but them. So they hear this helicopter, and not only do they hear the helicopter, they hear gunshots. Because for whatever reason, you have the passenger is hanging on the side of the helicopter trying to take shots at this sled dog. So the guys are coming outside like, what the hell? Okay, now things are starting to get a little crazy. Because look, there's an explosive canister in the helicopter. It's like, what is this guy going to do with this? Well, I'm going to tell you what he's going to do with it. He detonates the explosive can. But guess what? In his panic, the mother effer drops it, you guys. And not only does he blow himself up like an idiot, he blows up the helicopter as well. Damn. Come on, let's say it again. One, two, three. Damn. And keep in mind, this whole time, the dog is still running through deep snow trying to get away. Finally, he makes it to where all the guys are outside at the American station, and the dog is like, oh my God, help me. This is crazy. Okay, so the pilot was able to escape, okay? And he runs towards the Americans. He stops a few feet away from them and he starts yelling at them and starts screaming in Norwegian. Then he lifts his rifle and fires a shot at the dog. It's like, what the hell? But guess what, you guys? He misses the dog and ends up shooting one of the Americans in the leg. Wow. All right. So that's when one of the Americans, his name is Gary, he's inside the research station looking at all this drama. So he's all, oh, hell no. So with his gun, he breaks one of the windows and fires off a clean shot and kills the Norwegian in self defense. Okay, so now here we have it. Two Norwegians are dead. An American got shot in the leg. But guess what? The dog survives through all of this chaos. So, what is so freaking special about this dog? Okay, so now we're back inside. And Windows, yes, his name is Windows, he is trying to get like some kind of help, like, hello, Mayday, Mayday, is anybody there? And then you see Blair in the background, like, damn, you can't get anybody? What's going on? And Windows is like, I'm trying, I'm trying. I cannot get a response. Okay, so now McReady, who's kind of like the leader of the group. You know, there's like 12 guys, and he's kind of like the leader, and he's also the pilot. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take Dr. Copper with me, and we need to find out where these Norwegians came from because their camp can't be that far away from theirs. So it's like, we need to see what is going on. It's Antarctica. There's nothing around. what was going on with those two guys. So they're going up to the helicopter and let's find out. Well, as you can see by the look on Dr. Copper's face, oh my God, look what they find. They find a dead, frozen guy at the Norwegian camp. Like, hmm, what is really going on here? Yikes! So, okay, the two of them are still in the camp looking around, and look what they find. They find like this, I don't know, frozen tomb. But guess what? Nothing is in it. So it's kind of like, what was in this tomb? Because something had to have been in there. So, what was in it, and where is it now? Okay, as you can see by the looks on their faces, they're a little creeped out, you know? They go outside like, okay, what is going on? But as they are leaving, they find the burnt remains of something. Is it human? What is this twisted mess we have going on here? But they decide to transfer it to their camp. Don't know if that's a good idea. Ew, gross. So now that lump of it or human flesh, they transferred it back to the base camp and they opened it and it is just smoldering because I guess the Norwegians tried to set it on fire so it's half burnt and it smells and it's gross. And remember, don't forget the dog. Oh yes, the dog. This dog is going to end up having one of the most epic scenes in science fiction horror history, okay? But for now, it's just wandering inside the camp. La 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 la. And as you can see, the other dogs do not want to be around this dog for some particular reason. I'm not gonna give anything away, but the scene is epic. Trust me on that. Okay, so by now the entire crew knows Houston, we have a problem. And we're in Antarctica. We can't get help. We're paranoid. So, what the hell are we gonna do now? So McReady, he gets the idea, you know what? I'm going to test every guy here because some of us are human and some of us are not. And I need to figure out exactly who is who. Okay, and as you can see, the brother, he's like, you know what? I am not getting tested. And as far as I know, McReady, how do I know? You're human. You're sitting up here trying to test us. What about you? And so the brother's like, you'll just have to kill me because I'm not getting tested. Well, as you can see by this picture, the brother had a change of heart. He decided, well, you know what? I don't want to die. What the hell? I'll get tested. Yeah, because McReady, he needs to find out who's human and who is not human, himself included. Well, you guys, I'm not going to give away any more of the movie, but I'm telling you, it is so nerve wracking that scene, trying to figure out who's human and who's not human. And as you can see by this picture, the special effects are off The Chain. And you guys, while you're watching the movie and watching the good special effects, keep in mind this movie was made way back in early 80s, before CGI. So puppets had to be used and all that stuff. And one of the main guys that did all of the special effects was this young gentleman right here, Rob Bottin. Now let's look at Rob's resume real quick. Let's take a little detour. Wow. Look at the movies he has done. Star Wars, King Kong, The Fog, ooh, The Howling, creepy, The Witches of Eastwick, RoboCop, and the list goes on. Wow, look, there's more. Total Recall, you know that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Wow, he did RoboCop, not only two but three. Basic Instinct. He Bugsy too. Seven. Oh, that was an excellent movie starring Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman. Look, Mission Impossible, Mimic. Whoa. Fight Club. Whoa, another Brad Pitt movie. Wow. Well, hell, I'm impressed. All right, you guys, let's get started with the star of the show. And no, it's not Kurt Russell. It is, drumroll, Jed. Now, actually, this movie was Jed's first movie. Jed was half dog and half wolf. And he starred in a couple of films, and one of them was White Fang. And unfortunately, he passed away back in 1995. Oh man. Well, Jed, you did a very good performance in this film. All right, you guys, let's talk a little bit about Kurt Russell. Now, Kurt Russell has been acting ever since he was 12, and he had worked with everyone from Elvis to Charles Bronson to the late great character actor Robert Vaughn. Kurt Russell had a 10-year contract with the Walt Disney Corporation. He was a very successful child star. And then he actually played a little baseball. But then he got injured and he decided, what the hell? He returned back to acting. And in 1979, he actually played Elvis. And his performance earned him an Emmy. And also, too, John Carpenter, who directed the thing, also directed Kurt Russell in the Elvis movie. Then 2 years later, in 1981, Kurt played Snake in one of my favorite movies, Escape from New York. And this movie was also directed by John Carpenter. And actually, for this film, Kurt Russell wasn't the first choice. Different names were thrown around, like Jeff Bridges, Christopher Walken, and Nick Nolte. Now, I think Nick Nolte, well, may be a little too gritty for the role. And I think Christopher Walken, I think his acting would have overpowered this movie. I think Kurt Russell, I think he had the perfect balance. Now, Jeff Bridges, well, okay, pretty close, pretty close. And as you know, Kurt Russell has played in tons of movies. I mean, his acting spans generations. I mean, he played in the movie Backdraft, Executive Decision, Soldier, The Fate of the Furious, Big Trouble in Little China, Tombstone, and of course, Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight. And he has also acted with his partner of many decades, Goldie Hawn. So there you go, Kurt Russell. And of course, I have to give a shout out to Keith David. I mean, he has been acting steady ever since this movie came out. I mean, I cannot keep up with this guy. I mean, he has been in movies like The Quick and the Dead. God, I've watched that movie maybe 3 or 4 times. Dead Presidents, Armageddon, Pitch Black, The Replacements, The Princess and the Frog, and of course, the classic movie everybody loves to talk about, and that would be the movie They Live. And his most recent TV credits was on the show Greenleaf. That show ran for 60 episodes from 2016 to 2020. And I watched every single episode and I loved it. If you haven't watched it, you guys need to check it out. It's basically about a black mega church and all the drama involved behind the scenes. Very good, excellent acting too. And he was on the show Justified in 2023. He was in the movie Nope. And the last movie, nah, I don't think it was the last movie he was in because I said I can't keep up with him. But in 2024, he played in the movie Mustafa the Lion King. And he is also known for doing tons of voiceover work, including documentaries that are featured on PBS. I'm telling you, the man is all over the place. I mean, look at the pictures right here. I mean, he was even on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Amazing. And here's this collage of just some of the things that Keith David movies that he's been in. Oh, that's right. He was in the movie American Fiction, Tales from the Hood too. He was in Barbershop. I mean, like I said, depending on how old you are, you have seen Keith David at some point in your life. And if you haven't like actually seen his face, well, then you probably know his voice because he has voiced tons of cartoons as well. Wow, what an amazing career. Oh, and some movie trivia before filming of this movie. Man, Keith David, I believe he was like in a car accident or something and he hurt his hand really bad. I mean, I don't even think he could move it well. So to film the movie, they actually put a glove on him so it'll look like his hand. But as you can see in this still shot, or maybe it kind of looks weird. And in this shot, when you see him kind of like walking or kind of uh like running away, you can kind of see, yeah, that's fake. Just a little bit of behind the scenes trivia. Okay, and I have to give a shout out to the entire cast. They did one hell of a job. So, first off, let's start with the actor that played Dr. Copper, and that is Richard Dicehart. I remember him back in the day. He was on a very popular show called LA Law, and he was in 171 episodes. And he also played in movies such as Prophecy. I think that movie scared me when I was a little girl. Meteor. Ooh, that was an excellent movie. That scared me too. And he was in the movie Norma Ray. That's the movie with Sally Field. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Sally Field won an Academy Award for her performance in that movie. And he played in a movie The Falcon and the Snowman, Wall Street, and Truman. And unfortunately, damn man, Richard is gone. He passed away on April the 5th, 2015, in Santa Monica, California, at the age of 86. All right, now we're going to go to Richard Macer. He played Clark. Look at me, Clark. He played Clark, the dog handler. Now, when I was growing up, his face was very common on TV. In the 1970s, he played on shows like All in the Family, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, The Waltons. In the 80s, he appeared on shows like Cagney and Lacey. Ooh, that was a good detective show, featured two female cops. And he also played on One Day at a Time. Yeah, this is it. One Day at a Time. Yeah, I used to watch that show. And in the 90s, he appeared on TV shows such as Blossoms, not Blossoms, Blossom. I remember that show. And he also played in the miniseries It. He also was on LA Law and Picket Fences. And he is still acting, you guys. His most recent credits are The Equalizer, the Queen Latifah show. He was on there in 2023. And he was also on 3 episodes of the TV series The Girls on the Bus in 2024. And now we're going to get to David Clinton, who played Palmer. Now, he has been acting since 1969, and he was politically active back in the day, and he still is. And just like all the other actors, he has appeared in a lot of things. TV shows: Barney Miller, WKRP in Cincinnati, Kojak, Scrubs, Prison Break, NCIS, The Mentalist, House of Cards, really, Criminal Minds, Code Black, and most recently he has appeared in a podcast series called Undertale. And last year he appeared in a movie called The Requiem Boogie. All right, up next. Who's next? Who's next? That would be Charles Callahan, who played Norris. He's another actor with TV credits that include Happy Days, The Rockford Files, Dallas, All in the Family, Good Times, The Waltons, Heart to Heart, Trapper John M.D., MASH, and oh my God, the list goes on and on and on. The movies include Silkwood. Ooh, that's a good movie. And actually, Kurt Russell was in that movie as well. He played in Pale Rider. Ooh, Clint Eastwood movie. Fatal Beauty with Whoopi Goldberg. Twilight Zone the movie. Executive Decision, Kurt Russell movie. Dante's Peak and The Fan. Whoa. And oh my gosh, he passed away November the 25th, 1997, at the age of 54. Wow, that was very, very young. Wow, especially nowadays. Oh, wow. All right, next up, now we have Peter Maloney, who played Bennings. His TV credits include Columbo, one of my all time favorite shows, Lou Grant, St. Elsewhere, Spencer for Hire, Law and Order, Criminal Intent, and the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go back. I watched every single episode of that show. Excellent show. I have to see if I can spot him. And movie credits include Boiler Room, Summer of Sam, whoa, The Crucible, JFK, Amityville Horror, and he is, well, as far as I know, he's alive and well at the age of 80. All right, now we're going to get to the actor Donald Moffat. Now, he played Gary. Now, boy, he's been on a lot of TV shows as well. He has played in episodes of Little House on the Prairie, Mission Impossible, Night Gallery. Oh, that's a good one. That's kind of like a Twilight Zone spinoff. that Rod Sterling did in the early 1970s. He also played in Gunsmoke. Whoa, that show was on for many, many years. And he also played in West Wing. Good show. Movies include The Music Box. Oh, that was oh my God, excellent movie. Oh my God. Look at me. I'm like, excellent movie for all these movies, right? Regarding Henry. Oh, Harrison Ford movie. Clear and Present Danger. Another Harrison Ford movie. And his last role was as a judge on an episode of Law and Order in 2005. And unfortunately, he has passed away. He passed away December the 20th, 2018, at the age of 87. Wow. All right, now we have Joel Poulos, who played, oh no, was it Funch? Yeah, Funch, right? Oh no, I can't pronounce it. I forgot. Sorry. And he has done theater at the Pasadena Playhouse, the Old Globe Theater, the Astor Palace Theater, and he has been a guest star on tons of TV shows: Roseanne, Seinfeld, Boston Legal, Cheers, Northern Exposure, CSI, Star Trek Voyager. It's like, wow. And actually, The Thing was his first film role. And as far as I know, he is alive and well at the age of 73. All righty. Now we're going to get to Thomas G. Waits. And he played Windows, the radio operator. Now he has made guest appearances on Kojak, Miami Vice, the original TV show The Equalizer, NYPD Blue, Law and Order Criminal Intent. Wow. And he's also taught acting. And he was in an excellent Al Pacino movie, a movie called Justice for All, back in 1979. Damn, that was a good movie. And in 2022, he directed a play called A White Man's Guide to Rikers Island. And it looks like it had a successful run in New York City. The last project he was in was a film called Target. He directed and wrote the movie. And as far as I know, he is alive and well at the age of 70. Okay, and we cannot forget Norbert Weiser, who played the Norwegian. He has been on episodes of shows such as Alias, The Agency, The Ghost Whisperer, Breaking Bad, and Better Call Saul. See, you guys? Not Sal, Saul. Wow, I mean, this is really something. Movies include Hocus Pocus, Chaplin, Midnight Express, Schindler's List. Whoa. And most recently in 2020, he was in a movie called She's in Portland. Am I forgetting somebody? Yeah. Am I forgetting TK? I think yes. How TK Carter. Come on. He played Knowles. He started doing stand up at the age of 12, you guys, and landed his first role on an episode of Policewoman back in 1974. He's known for guest appearances on Good Times, The Waltons, The Jeffersons, 227, A Different World, The Steve Harvey Show, and was a regular on the show Punky Brewster. Oh, and Saints and Sinners, and How to Get Away with Murder. Wow. And it looks like his last acting credit, when I say his last acting credit, he has not passed away as far as I know. I'm just talking about his last acting credit, was from 2023, where he played in 5 episodes of the TV series Dave. and 3 episodes of the TV series The Company You Keep. All right, you guys, I think that's it for the cast, I think. Is that it? Oh, no, no, no. Okay, one more. We cannot forget Larry Franco. Now, he played the Norwegian passenger, the one with the rifle. And actually, he was producer of the movie Escape from New York, Kurt Russell movie. Wow. And he was also the producer of Hulk, the 2003 movie, Jurassic Park 3. Whoa. Sleepy Hollow, Johnny Depp movie, Mars Attacks, and Batman Begins. What? And Ferrari, the movie that just came out in 2023. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And of course, we cannot forget John Carpenter. Come on, everybody knows John Carpenter. He's iconic. He's done so much in movies. Oh my God, the list. Okay, I'll try to keep it brief. Assault on Precinct 13, the Halloween franchise. The first one came out in 1978. Oh my God, The Fog, Christine, Starman, Big Trouble in Little China, a Kurt Russell movie, Prince of Darkness, the iconic movie They Live, Escape from LA, which was kind of like a sequel to Escape from New York, Vampires. Oh, and a good one, Ghost of Mars. Oh, I think that's the one that stars Ice Cube. Yes, yes, yes. What else? Yeah, you guys, I think that is it. I absolutely am in love with this movie. I love, love, love this movie. And as you can see, there are two black guys in the movie. What do you think? Are they going to survive or are they going to die in the first round? You guys will just have to watch the movie and you will find out. Okay, let's stop right here. How in the world could I forget this actor when I was naming all the actors? How in the world did I forget Wilford Brimley, who played Blair? Oh my God, how in the world? He was a famous character actor. He dropped out of school at the age of 14 and he served in the Marines and was also a cowboy. He was actually a ranch hand and a wrangler before his close friend, actor Robert Duvall, urged him to get into acting. And that's where he started. He started acting back in the 1960s as an extra and as a stuntman in westerns. And he was in movies such as The Natural with Robert Redford, The Firm with Tom Cruise, In and Out, and the famous movie Cocoon. And he's also known for doing TV shows, commercials, and who can forget his famous Liberty Medical commercial? Oh my God. This commercial was so famous, it was parodied by the TV show The Family Guy. I I have diabetes. I mean, oh, I know you guys are like, Lisa, that's not funny. Well, you gotta go on YouTube. You'll find it. And sadly, he passed away August 1st, 2020, in St. George, Utah, at the age of 85. Wow. So there you go. Wow. Wilford Brimley.
You have three things to watch. Get it? Three things? Yeah, I know it's corny. The Thing from Another World, 1951. The Thing, 1982. And The Thing, 2011. Speaking of the version that came out in 2011, if you've watched the movie before, you'll have to tell me in the comments how did you like it? Because remember, 2011, this is a time of CGI and everything like that. So, were the special effects better than the ones from 1982? You'll have to let me know. Now, I've seen the version from 2011. It's been a while, but I've seen it before. And I may do a review on it. Yeah, I think I will. So, yeah, but anyway, you'll have to let me know. I'm interested in your opinion. Was this movie from 2011, did you like this version? So this movie right here will always be one of my favorites. I have seen this movie on every platform you can imagine, from the big screen to VHS tape, DVD, TV, you name it, and probably laser disc. And this is a movie I never get tired of watching, even the suspense. It's always very suspenseful. Even though I know what's gonna happen, I still love it anyway. And the special effects, absolutely amazing. Okay, you heard me
Okay,
ramble
so
on
let's
and on
wrap
about how
this
I like
up.
this movie, but the
Why
question
in
is, why
the
should you
heck
watch it?
should you watch this
Well, a few
movie?
things. I think the
I
cast is very
recommend that you
strong.
do.
All of the
Number
actors
one,
in
it's
this
a
movie
very
are
strong
needed.
cast.
And I
It's like,
can't
okay, Kurt
say,
Russell, he
there
is
was no
the
weak
lead in this
performances in
movie,
this
but
movie. You know how sometimes you'll
everybody
watch a
plays a
movie
role
and
in
you're
this
like, "You know what?
movie.
That character
And Kurt
brought down
Russell's
the movie,"
acting
or "This
kind of
particular
doesn't
character wasn't needed."
overpower
In
all
this
the
movie,
other
they all
acting
were needed.
that's involved.
Even though Kurt
So
Russell
every
is like the
character in this
star of the
movie
movie,
is needed.
his
So that
character
right there,
doesn't
strong cast,
overpower the
the
other characters.
paranoia,
So that's what I like
yeah, the
about it.
paranoia
And of course,
factor.
the
Woo!
paranoia
You talk
and the
about
suspense
paranoia.
factor is
You're in
absolutely
Antarctica.
amazing.
You
And the
can't get
location
any help,
also plays a
and
critical
you
role
don't
in this
know
movie.
who's
I
human
mean, you're
and
in
who's not. You're
Antarctica.
trapped.
You're
And
away
it's
from
Antarctica. It's
civilization.
freaking
I mean,
freezing. So,
you know,
and
it's
some
like,
people can't
wow,
handle
you
it.
feel the
Some of the,
coldness and you feel the
some of
isolation
the
when you're
crew, they're
watching
like,
this.
wait a second, I think
And
it's
the
you. Well, I
music,
think it's you. And, they
absolutely
start kind of
amazing. When you
spinning
watch
out of
the film, you'll know
control.
what I'm
So
talking about. And the
excellent,
composer
excellent,
that
excellent. And of
scored
course,
the
the
movie,
suspense,
oh, I
the
can't
famous
pronounce his
scene
first name, so
where,
I'll spell
the
it for
men are
you.
getting tested. Who's human and
Enio.
who's not?
I
Oh,
hate to
you talk
butcher the
about
name.
epic. Wow.
Eminio
I mean, it is
Marconi.
suspense and
He was
everything
a
down
very
to the
famous
ending,
composer.
you
I mean, he's
guys. I
composed
mean,
some of the
whoa.
best
Not
pieces of
only that,
music
the location,
in film
when you're
history.
watching the
A
movie, you
Fistful of
feel
Dollars
the
with Clint
coldness
Eastwood,
of
The Good, the
Antarctica.
Bad,
I
and the
mean, it's like,
Ugly, also with Clint
whoa.
Eastwood.
And if I'm not
Exorcist Part
mistaken, this
2,
was filmed in
Lakaja
Juneau,
Falls,
Alaska, if I'm not
Once Upon a
mistaken.
Time in
And it was
America,
also
The
filmed
Untouchables,
Universal Studios
and actually,
Hollywood.
I was surprised at this,
And when it
The
was
Hateful
filmed
Eight,
on the
the Quentin
set of
Tarantino movie.
Universal
So,
Studios, well, on the
man,
lot
his and he
of
has,
Universal
oh
Studios,
god, his,
they
list
kept
of
the
accomplishments are
temperature
just it's just a long list.
freezing
So
cold.
these were just a
I know in
few.
one interview,
And,
Kurt Russell
unfortunately,
said
he
he had
passed
gotten so used to
away
the
in
cold,
2020 at the age
he
of
would get hot
91,
when it was
but,
freezing.
his accomplishments are
Oh
amazing.
boy. And
And
the
another reason
music.
why you should watch the film,
Oh
of
my
course,
God.
the special
How can
effects.
I
Special effects are
describe
absolutely
the
amazing,
theme
especially
for this?
for
It's like dum dum dum
1982.
dum dum. I
So
mean, it
for me, the
is
special
scary
effects,
as
they're not like you're
hell,
gonna
you
laugh at them
guys.
like, "Oh my
And
god, that looks so
the
fake,
man
it's so
that did the
cheesy." Oh
music
no.
was a
These special
composer. I'm
effects,
gonna butcher
in
his
my
name,
opinion,
sorry,
still hold up
by the name
very,
of
very well.
Ennio
Okay, you heard me ramble
Morricone,
on and on about how
a
I like
very
this
famous
movie, but the
Italian
question is, why should you
composer.
watch it?
His credits
Well, a
are
few
off the
things. I
charts.
think the cast is
He
very
did
strong.
the music
All of the
for
actors in
A
this movie are
Fistful of
needed.
Dollars.
And I
Whoa,
can't
Clint Eastwood
say
movie.
there was
La
no weak
Caja
performances
Fall.
in
I
this
remember
movie.
that
You know how
movie.
sometimes you'll
Wow.
watch a
The
movie and you're like, you know
Untouchables,
what, that character
Bugsy,
brought down the movie
The
or this
Good,
particular
The
character wasn't
Bad,
needed.
and The
In this
Ugly.
movie, they
Whoa,
all were
another
needed.
Kurt Russell
Even though know
movie.
Kurt Russell is
And
like
he
the
also
star of
did
the
the music
movie,
for The Hateful
his
Eight. Oh,
character
wow.
doesn't
Isn't that
overpower
something?
the other
And
characters.
unfortunately,
So
he
that's what
passed
I like
away
about it.
on July
And
the
of
6th,
course, the
2020, at
paranoia
the
and the
age of
suspense factor
91.
is absolutely
Wow, he
amazing.
really left
And the
behind
location
some
also plays a
stellar work
critical
because,
role in this
man,
movie. I
this
mean, you're in
this music
Antarctica.
was creepy.
You're
And
away from
another reason why you should
civilization.
watch this
I
movie, of
mean,
course, the
you
freaking
know,
special
it's like,
effects.
wow,
I'm
you
telling you
feel the
guys,
coldness
these
and you
special
feel the
effects are over
isolation when
40
you're
years
watching
old,
this.
but they
And
still
the
hold up.
music,
I'm telling you. Like I
absolutely
said, I just
amazing. When you
watched this
watch the
movie
film, you'll
again
know
on
what
the
I'm
big
talking
screen
about. And the
last year.
composer that
It held
scored the
up to the
movie,
test.
oh, I
I'm
can't
telling you.
pronounce his
Trust
first
me
name,
on
so I'll
this.
spell it for you.
Okay,
E
you guys,
N
I think
N
I've said
I
enough
O.
about this movie. I could go
I
on
hate
and
to
on and
butcher the
on,
name.
as you can see, but
Enio
this movie is one of my all time
Morricone.
favorites, and I
He was
really,
a
really
very
recommend
famous
it.
composer.
I
I
mean,
mean,
come
he's
on,
composed
give it a
some of
shot.
the best
You
pieces
can't
of
lose.
music
Trust
in
me.
film
And let me
history.
know.
A
Let
Fistful
me
of
know whether you
Dollars with Clint
liked it, or you
Eastwood,
didn't like
The
it.
Good, the Bad, and the
Yeah,
Ugly,
let me
also with
know.
Clint Eastwood,
All right, you
Exorcist
guys,
Part 2,
that is
La
it for
Caja
me. I
Falls,
have talked
Once
quite a
Upon a
bit and
Time
I
in
need some water.
America, The
Anyway, take
Untouchables,
care, you guys, and
and
I will see you
actually, I
next
was
time.
surprised at this,
Bye.
The Hateful. And there you have it. So if you have some extra time, relaxing, I would suggest you go ahead and check out this movie. I personally feel you won't be disappointed. And another thing you should check out is my book, The Creeping Things and Other Tales of Madness and Mayhem. And another thing you should check out is my book, The Creeping. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, thank you guys so much again for your time. I appreciate it. I mean, when it comes to social media, there's so much stuff to look at, to listen to. So, thank you so much for taking time out of your life to listen to me. I really do appreciate it. So, until next time, you guys take care, and I'll see you again.